Yo, what is up guys? I'm bringing you a brand new video, and this time I have for you today my Succession Berserker PvE guide. I'm going to take you through everything you need to know about Berserker PvE, as well as the add-ons which can be found in my video description, and pretty much give you guys the best and easiest way to PvE on Zerker while having a pretty easy time at it while doing really decent damage. So the way that Succession Zerker PvE works is it all revolves around critical hit rate and keeping it up as much as possible, because your primary damage dealers are going to be your Fierce Strike, which is known as the Claws when you are in your Bestial form, as well as your Raging Thunder. Both of these abilities do not have 100% crit rate, and so the more crit rate you can get, the better and more damage that these abilities are going to do. Another really high damage ability is Fearsome Tyrant. It does already have a critical hit rate of 100%, but it is on a long cooldown, so it is going to be really important to keep a critical hit rate up as much as possible, because the abilities that do the most damage don't have any crit at all. So the way that we're going to keep up this crit is through add-ons, as well as just a philosophy in general for Succession Zerker PvE. And I'm going to take you through that philosophy right now. Basically, these 5 abilities right here that I'm hovering over, these are the most important things to keep your eye on. You're going to want to make sure that before the start of every pack, you are doing Beastly Windslash and Frenzied Destroyer. Not only do these abilities provide you with some decent buffs due to add-ons, you can see that I have a critical hit rate and minus 15 DP from the Beastly Windslash, and then on Frenzied Destroyer I have monster damage as well as attack speed, and it also gives you 16 AP upon just using the skill itself. And then for Predatory Hunt, this is another one that you're going to want to use on cooldown, and you're going to cancel it with Falling Rock just due sheerly to speed. And this is going to apply you a critical hit rate plus 30% for 10 seconds, and then a critical hit rate plus 30% for 7 seconds, as well as an attack and cast speed for 7 seconds, and this has a 13-second cooldown. What else is important about this is this ability puts you into your beast form right away, and that gives you a 20 seconds of beast form with a 13-second cooldown ability, which means that you're constantly going to be in beast form at all times. And then we have our Shift+Q, which is our damage ability, and our spin, which is also our damage ability. And for everything else, we're going to be holding our RMB key in order to use the claws. So basically, you start with Beastly Windslash on a pack, you then do Frenzied Destroyer. If your Predatory Hunt is available, we use that to cancel. And then we either use Shift+Q or spin, depending on what's available due to cooldowns. And for everything else, you hold RMB for claws. That's pretty much what it's going to be, and I'll show you guys exactly how that works. So let's start off with a regular pack of mobs here. And so because you're going to start off in beast form at all times, I'm going to start us off while we're in beast form. And how I usually do it is you Lava Piercer, Beastly Windslash into Frenzied Destroyer. That's your pre-buff. From there, we have our Predatory Hunt available, so we're going to use that with our LMB cancel. And then we have Shift+Q available, so we're going to use Shift+Q. And then we're just going to finish off with some claws because it wouldn't be worth spinning there. We go to the next pack. Beastly Windslash, Frenzied Destroyer, Predatory Hunt cancel, and now we have our spin, so therefore we are going to use it on the next pack. Now we go to the next pack, Beastly Windslash, Frenzied Destroyer, and now that we have no cooldowns at all, nothing's available, we go directly into RMB to kill the pack with our claws. And that's really all PvE is going to be. I'll show you what this looks like when we're going at full-time speed. Basically, you're going to, obviously be in beast form, Beastly Windslash, Predatory is available, our spin's available, we use that. Right, go to the next pack, Beastly Windslash, Frenzied Destroyer, Shift+Q is available, and nothing else is, so now we use claws. Go to the next pack, Beastly Windslash, Predatory is available, now our spin's available, so we use that. Go to the next pack, Beastly Windslash, Frenzied Destroyer, nothing's available, so we use our claws. And that's really all there is to know about Succession Zerker PvE. If you have Shift+Q available, it's our biggest damage. If you have spin available, it's our second biggest damage. And then we have our claws for whenever you are out of those 2 cooldowns. And as long as you're keeping your Beastly Windslash, your Frenzied Destroyer, and your Predatory Hunt on cooldown, you use these 2 at the start of every pack, and Predatory Hunt on cooldown, that's really all there is to know about PvE on Zerker. Now, one other thing that is worth mentioning is your Z absorption for Rage. I do not recommend using your Shift+Q with your 100% while PvEing, because it's going to apply the 30 AP and attack speed bonus instead of what I think is much better, the 45% critical hit rate for 60 seconds on the innate. The reason why is because, like I was saying earlier in the video, Berserker lacks crit on our highest damage PvE abilities, and so by getting 45%, not only will our spin last longer because we are not having an additional 25% attack speed, we're also going to find that that spin hits quite a bit harder because of making good use of that critical hit rate. So make sure that you are consuming with the innate version unlocked, with the rage absorption common locked. Another thing that is worth mentioning is that I really do not find it beneficial to use beast form very often. You can use it if you would like, because there is a little bit of drop off in critical hit rate. So when you do this, you get 30% crit for only 10 seconds, which means that this is on a 13-second cooldown. So if you do use your beast form, you're going to want to use it when this falls off right about now, in the weird intersection where that's not quite available. And that's going to give you the 30% critical hit rate. Or if you want the resistance and the move speed, that's great. However, make sure that if you are e-buffing, you're also leaving your unstoppable beast available for whenever this is done, because something that happens on Succession Berserker is, see how this has the prime beast form and this puts you back into beast form? Well, if you use it, notice it did not leave me in beast form because this buff overrides this buff right here. So having unstoppable beast available after it runs off will put you back into beast form right away, so that you don't end up in a really weird position where you're, PvEing without the beast form. Other than that, that's really all there is for Succession Berserker PvE. Hopefully you guys found this very useful. It's really not that complicated of a class, and it's really, really good PvE class. It's one of the easiest there is. Even if you don't use Shift+Q, and even if you don't even use Raging Thunder, you'll find that the claws do so much damage that in a lot of cases, if you just want to chill in PvE, you can hold RMB as long as you're keeping up your Predatory Hunt crit buff, or you have your Z buff running. You'll notice those claws doing tons of damage just simply by holding RMB. But that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you found this useful. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you found it useful, please subscribe to the channel. A lot more videos to come, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace.